He is telling me it is, in fact, 7 o'clock on Monday, Mystery Card Monday. Welcome. You're on Tamara's Paper Trail. I'm Tamara Bertram, coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Who are you? As I look to find my glass cleaner. Found the cleaner. Don't know where the cloth is. All right. You'll just be smudgy. It's fine. It's all good. It's fine. Oh, my nails. I need to do my nails, you guys. They're great. They're fabulous, but they need doing, and it takes 2 hours. And who's got that kind of time? I don't know. Anyway, give me a hidey-ho. Let me know who's out there. Let me know who's watching, who's playing along, who's hanging out, who's creeping, who's here. I have 3 sets of eyeballs. It's a start. There's Sonia. Hello, messy stamper. How are you? Yeah, seriously, there's a smudge, right? Hi. Happy Monday. Yeah, this is making things worse. I don't know. I got to find my cloth. So here, let's just try not to look. I'll try not to flash you where I shouldn't be flashing you. Hang on. I don't know where it is. I see my cleaner. I just don't see my cloth. Story of my life. I don't know where it went. I used to always keep it in this bucket, and now it's never there. So things tend to dive over the edge of my desk. I find all kinds of things over there that I'm like, oh, that's what that went. Okay. Oh, look, I look away for but a moment, and people are popping in. Maybe it's in a drawer. Do you think I have it in a drawer? I'm looking for my glass cleaner cloth. In case you're just popping in going, now what is she up to? Oh, I found it. Is this one? What is this? I don't know. It's a Stampin' Up something or other. That'll work, right? It looks like it's microfiber. Let's try that and see if we can see. If it makes it worse, well, I don't need to see the world that clearly anyway. I think that's working. I don't know where I go. Like, what is Stampin' Up? I don't know. Go figure. I got all kinds of things with Stampin' Up. Oh, look at that. There we are. Okay. Kathy remembered. I was actually going to send you a message, Kathy, going, hey, it's Monday. Where are you going to be at 7? But you never forget an Oilers game, do you? Let's not talk about those Oilers. They made me very, very, very angry, Kathy. So angry. I turned it off after about 12 minutes of the second period. I went, this is 3 hours of my life I'm never going to get back. They didn't show up. Why should I show up? So I left. I did not watch the rest of that game, and I'm glad I did not. Now, tomorrow's going to be a whole other ball of wax. I have a theory. Here, follow along with me. Anybody who are Oiler fans. I think maybe they were so bad. They were so bad. So I'm thinking, hey, maybe they threw the game so that they could then go to Florida, win the game, then it'll go 7 games. Amazing for our economy. And then they're going to win it on home turf. Huh? That's what I'm thinking. What do you think, Kathy? Is that how that went down? Hi, Frida. Hello. Oh, look at all the... I'm not scrolling. Look, I'm missing everybody here. Hang on. I got to say hi to all the people. Hey, Marilyn, you're here on time. I'm here on time, too. Marsky's in the hood. Susan. Marsky, I have a question for you. Who are you cheering for? Because... Calgary, Edmonton, the whole thing, but Canada, U.S. Huh? Susan, Penny, Kathy, Coral, Linda. Hi, Mary. Linda from Minnesota. Hey, how are ya? Good to see you here. And Frida, hello. And Charlene from Missouri. Norma is here. Hi. Yes. Hello, Norma. Hello, Celine. We'll call her Celeste. That's what I'm going to call her now. I'm Dolores, and she's Celeste. It's a block call. Is it Tracy? Tracy knows everything. I don't know. I was wondering if this was to clean our blocks. Like, isn't it 1,000 years old? I don't know. It looks a little big for a glasses cloth. So, do you use this, Tracy? Do you use this to clean your cloths? Heck no. I use a cotton ball and rubbing alcohol. What do you guys use? Do you use this? Did this come with that container that I bought? The block holder? There's Sharon. There's Melanie. Hello, beautiful. Bernice is in the house. Happy Monday indeed. Hi, Sherry. So nice to see you on Saturday at the retired product sale. Hi, Mary Quick. How are you? 93rd birthday. 26 years, eh? Well, happy birthday in heaven to your mom. It's a hard day, I'm sure, Mary. Yeah. Right, Mary Poole? It was... And I'm not the diehard. You're like, Kathy, come on. I'm on and off that bandwagon at the drop of a hat, right? Like, I'm their biggest fan. But, hey, Sherry, how are you? Nice to see you. MJ, Brenda. Okay. Yes, Kathy, I think that's a good theory. Mary's in the house. I know. Bad words were being said. So Deborah. Hello, Alexina. All right. Where were you on Saturday? I didn't get there, Mary, until between 1 and 1:30, which I mentioned that a few times that I wasn't going to be there right on time. I was supposed to be in it originally, but then my friend Celine and I had to have a class. And that was the only time that we could do it. That kind of sort of almost worked with our schedules because she's 2 hours ahead, all the things. So I was there, but I was there between like I think it was 1:15 when I showed up. So yeah, I was there. I know, Melanie. I know. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so speaking of silly, let's just get right into. No, let's not. How was your weekend? Mine was good. It was fantastic, actually. So Saturday I had my class with Celine, and that went amazingly well. It was our first little collab across the border. So she's in the U.S. I'm here. Celine Kempton. We will call her Celeste. Why? Why not? And check the mail today. Linda, I don't know. I don't know. Like, maybe because there is a partial postal strike on. You know that, right? Like, they're refusing, but that's in rural, I think. The rural, I don't know. I don't think the post office people are busting their tails because they're being forced to work, right? So, anyway, I don't know. I mailed it June 1st. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, making cards and not as, oh, wait, what? Playing hard is harder than making cards. That's right. Deb. Hi. Bev. Hi. Donna. Hi. Sherry. Hi. All my friends. Yeah. Okay. Kathy, something is weird. Like if they had the right postage, I took them to the post office. That's really weird because Kathy lives like in the West End and usually she gets it in 2 days. Maybe they got lost I took it to the Shoppers Drug Mart in St. Albert and maybe it got shoved in a box somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, I know they're not working any overtime, but I thought that was just rural, wasn't it? Hi, Julie. I don't know. You guys, if they don't come in a week or so, I don't know what to do. There's no tracking. It was just posted. I could send them again. I do have extras, but that seems silly. But anyway, keep me posted. Let me know when you get them. When you know. Okay. Anyway, so I did that, and then so I went to the retired product sale, and that was fun. And then I came home and hung out. Now, Craig, so while I was at the sale, Craig was at the hospital because he hasn't been sick in a few weeks. So he decided to get diverticulitis again. I think that's twice in 3 weeks. So you know that my man is not well when he decides to go to a hospital because he would probably rather stick pins in his eyes than go to a hospital. Yet that is what he did. So yes, diverticulitis again. But he said it was different this time. It was much more intense. Like he was like, it was nasty. So that was Saturday. So we just kind of all kept our heads down and he was in bed all day. He did get some medication. So by Sunday he was 60% better until he had like a bite of Jello and then it was nasty again. So diverticulitis, like you can't eat or like it's just nasty, painful. So then Sunday was Father's Day, and so that wasn't good for him. He was kind of recovering. I went to see my dad, and that was like the best visit ever. Originally, like I wasn't supposed to, I usually go on Saturdays, but I couldn't go on Saturday. And so I went on Sunday being Father's Day and everything else. And I thought, well, maybe I'll still just go in the week. Mom usually goes. And I thought, no, it's like Father's Day. Just go. And man, am I glad I did. I'm so glad I did. It was honestly the best. It was the best hour I've had with him in 2 years. I'm not kidding you guys. Like he has smiled in the last 2 years, but he was radiant. He was radiating happy. He was not in pain. And when I said, "Hey Dad, how are you today?" He says, "Great, like good." And he meant it. And he was happy. He was smiling. Like he wasn't faking the smile. Like sometimes I'm like, "Come on, I'll take a picture for Mom." And he's like, and Mom's like, "Oh, no, he's fake. Like that's not him." That picture that I posted, that's my dad. And he was like that for the better part of the hour. He just kept saying, I'm such a happy guy. And I'm like, "Oh, really? What?" And I said, "It's because I brought you ice cream, Dad." And he says, "No." He says, "Because I have a lovely daughter and her friend." Well, my friend was Alicia. I'm like, "That's your granddaughter, Dad." He's like, "Oh, are you a father too?" So he was there, but he wasn't. Alicia was a little offended that he asked her if she was a father. But anyway, it was lovely for about an hour, and then I could see he was starting to slip a little bit, and so that's when we exit stage right. So it was just so nice. That was Sunday, and then Alicia and I went to Costco. Thanks, Holly. It was fantastic. Do you have diverticulitis, Mary? Okay, Boscopan. We've not been told of anything. We just get the he gets antibiotics from the doctor, and yeah. Anyway, the scan showed that he had a lot of pockets in the colon, I guess, and so it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Hi, Marcella. Hello. Anyway, it was just a fantastic, fantastic visit. Oh, did he? Yeah. Linda, you said that you went for your last visit, and it's so hard. It's so hard. But these little moments. So it's ironic that on the Tuesday when I went to see him was it wasn't a bad visit, but my eyes kept leaking. Like I did another. Like I post everything, right? I wasn't crying, but my eyes just kept flooding and leaking, and so I was crying, but not like like it was just my eyes just kept leaking. I was just so sad because he was in so much pain. He was just in pain, and he's always in pain. Every time you walk in, how you doing, Dad? I'm not well. I'm sick. I feel awful. I feel like puking. All this stuff. Like he's just not been well. And so for just to walk in and for that 1 hour for him to just beam, it was a fantastic day. So yeah, that was good. Craig went to visit his dad's grave. As you know, Craig's dad had passed away just before Christmas. And the girls and I, one of the gifts that we gave him was we printed out a picture. I had taken a picture on the last visit we had with Ed of Craig holding his dad's hands. And so I printed that. Craig's man cave is going to be like black and gray and white. It's going to be really sharp, really, really striking. So I had that picture printed in black and white, and the girls kind of photoshopped it and tweaked it and made it look really amazing and framed it. And so yeah, when he opened that, he started crying. And so it was an odd Father's Day. He couldn't celebrate. First one without his dad. Went to see my. Okay. Oh right. Okay. If you can get it, Crystal, why is this like contraband? Do I have to go down to Mexico to get it? Why, if you can get it, why has nobody told us this? Why have we not heard of Boscopan? Okay. Hi, Sheila. Anyway, thanks, Kathy. It's, yeah, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times, but I had a really good weekend relaxation wise. And then I got to play and I'm kind of caught up on stuff. Okay. I'm sorry. It's 7:12. I really had planned to make 4 cards tonight. We'll see what happens. So the one thing that I checked off my list of things to do was my club. Hi Sandy, I have my club figured out, and I'm tweaking the final document. I call it an agreement. If you get my newsletter, you would have seen how I'm running my club. It was in my last newsletter. And so I'm just trying to put it in some sort of a formal document that just says, I understand that this is what Tamara's going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Here's the perks, blah, blah, blah. So I'm waiting to hit send on that. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Mary, too. I'll look into that. Absolutely. Anyway, so I can't tell you how excited I am that I've got so much interest in my club. It's blowing my mind. So when I spent the rest of the weekend doing my chair work is what I call it, when I'm like watching hockey games that I don't care about and doing other things, is I do a lot. I'm just sitting on the chair and I'm working away on stuff. I am building the most kick-ass Facebook group for my club girls. And it's only for somebody who's in the club. And it's going to be an amazing resource. I've got tabs, I've got PDFs, I've got pictures, I have card layouts, I have tutorials, I have Tamara's tips, I have everything all in one place. It's like a website, but not. It's Facebook, because let's face it, I know Facebook. That's about all I know. So I've 90% finished that, but it's going to be a work in progress. So I'm going to add to it all the time. It's going to be an amazing community. So if that's something that interests you, $30 a month, you place the order, it goes to your door. Yes, you earn host rewards. Or the Stampin' rewards. I don't earn those, you do. And then at the end of 10 months of placing a $30 or more order, you're going to get a bundle of your choosing. I'll buy that for you. And along the way, there's perks. I give you double your order points in your birthday month. I do draws. There's going to be all kinds of perks and PDFs and free stuff. It's going to be a great community. So that's what I spent my weekend doing. Keep an eye out for that. So Heather, Cindy, if you're in the house, I'll be sending that your way as soon as you place your first order. that is for the club, then it's that order and then 9 more. And I'll get you into that Facebook group and we'll just start having a good old time in that community. It'll be fantastic. It's this, but tighter. And it's going to be fantastic. So let me know if you're interested. If you need the information on that, I can send that out to you separately, or it'll be in my next newsletter as and when. Okay, lickety split really quick, just because we need to get craft in here. I seriously, I have 4 cards cut. We'll see what we get up to. I have extras of this. I'm going to save back about half of them in case I have to mail them out to my friends again. But these are the cards I made with Celine on Saturday using the Along These Lines and the Blooming Phrases stamp sets. I have extra packets cut. So you will get the packets for these 8 cards, plus the PDF, plus the video replay, so you know how to put them together and all the fun banter that we had with all the girls. That's for $65 in Canada. And if you're in the US of A and you want that same deal, you can get that through Celine, and I can give you the information on that. And it's $49 in the US. $65 through me, $49 through her, because our dollar value sucks. Okay, let's get going. Now, I was going through my swaps today. Actually, funny story. I was looking for the TV remote on Sunday. I couldn't find it. So, you know, your hands are going down the side of the couch and all the chairs and everything. And I pulled out 2 Christmas cards that I'm like, obviously I don't put my hand on the side of the couch very often. 2 Christmas cards I found. Anyway, oh, that's too funny. Okay, all right, Linda, I'll send that to you and we can chat. I can video with you and I'll let you know what's what. I will see what's the best deal for you. Okay. So this swap is one that I got in Orlando, and it was from Michelle at Suitably Stamped Studio. I have no idea what this fold is called. So if you guys know, let me know. Is it I don't know. I don't know if it has a name. Did I post the link to what, Kathy? Oh yeah. To the class, yeah. In the group thread. You bet I did. Yeah. I did it like that day. So yeah, it's there. Right. Anyway, I don't know what this is called. But I thought it was a little unique. I've seen ones that are a zigzag, but this isn't a zag. This is a zig and then a fold. So I don't know what it's called, but this was the card made by Michelle. So we're going to make this with different papers. So I'm making one. Let's just show you. Shall I just show you? This is mine. This paper is still available, and I thought I'm going to use it. Darn it. It's not even on last chance list. Now, the dies are the blooms. I decided I'm keeping this now because the paper is still current. So I'm keeping the bundle because the dies work with the paper. Now, did we do it? But was it this? See, I don't watch everybody's, so I don't know. But did it go like this? Or was it a zag? Was it an angle? I don't know. I obviously didn't watch it. Hi, Chris Stones from Australia. Anywho, let me give you some deals. What's going on here? So this paper, this Mediterranean blooms, Mediterranean blooms, go me. This is currently available, and it is $17. The stamp set is sold out. However, Cindy's, oh yeah, see, Cindy's late in the day. I never watched Cindy's. Okay, but tell me, was it a zag or was it a straight? Okay, anyway. So the stamp set is sold out, but the dies are still available. The dies are what you want, people. The dies with paper. Now the dies are on sale because they're on last chance. They were $59. They're $35.40 right now. Shut the front door. And the dots I'm using, they're currently available. They're last chance, and they're on for $7.70. Regular $11. I don't know where they are. I don't know. They're somewhere. Here they are. These are the adhesive back dots for days. So these are on sale. So look at the big brain on Donna. Okay, I really should watch this sometime. Saturday's class, it didn't work. Kathy, are you even kidding me right now? Okay, Celine, are you in here? Celine. Hey, Celine. I'll check it out. Celine had uploaded it and okay. All right. I'll check it out. Boy, that was just doomed. The whole thing is doomed, Kathy. You weren't meant to watch it. Okay, so we're going to make this, right? Giddy up, let's go. We're going to start with a card base, 11 by 5.5. We're going to have, and I'll just show you. So that's the card base. This is green, garden green. Then I'm using Lemon Lolly, And it is a layer that's excellent, Marcella. 4 by 5 1/4 for this one. And then this little guy is 2 3/4 by 2 1/2. So that's Lemon Lolly. The insert, so that's this piece here. This is 3 1/2 by 5. Okay, that's an odd shape. Usually it would be 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. No, 3 1/2 by. That's an odd shape. Just know that. And then this little guy is 2 1/2 by 2 1/4. Okay, so just know 3 1/2 by 5 for that. And then Designer Series paper, 3 1/2 by 5. That's this front piece here. 3 1/2 by 5. And this piece is not that. That goes over here. Designer paper 1, 3 3/4 by 5. Yeah, so normally this would be 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, but this is, so that's why that's an odd size. And that's it. That's all. Okay, giddy up. Let's go. I'm going to show you a few things as we go on how to score and all the things, if I can remember. So I'm going to have Mr. Ruler handy. So let's get our designer paper, or our card base. That's 11 by 5 1/2. We are going to score it. If I can find the right piece of score. Here we go. Score it at 4 1/4 and at 8. So I'm going to get my scoring tool. You did not get video also. Okay, what the heck? You didn't get it or it didn't work? See, I have questions now. I'm going to have to digress. No, I'll do it later. I'll check it out right after this, you guys. Okay, I'm sorry. 4 by 5 1/4. 4. But again, you don't have your papers yet, so you don't really need it quite yet. So 4. Nope. What did I just say? 4 1/4. See, 4 1/4. Scored at 4 1/4 and 8. 4 1/4. I'm all kerfuffled now. I don't like when things don't work. I don't like when things don't arrive. 4 1/4 and 8. Okay, so that's where we're going to start. So we're going to fold it at the 4 1/4. Let me just make sure which line is which now. 4 1/4. This one, because I scored it wrong. So 4 1/4. Wait, let's do it this way. 4 1/4. And then back on itself at the 8. Right, okay, so that was hard. That was hard. So in, field of vision, in at 4 1/4, and then out at 8. So it's a Z fold, okay? All right, there we go. Oh, you won Cindy's prize. Way to go, Kathy. Cool. All right, so that's the first step. We can get these layers layered, and then we can get those out of our way. So this piece that was 3, what was that? 3 3/4. This is 3 3/4 by 5. So then this is 4 by 5 1/4. So we can just layer those right now. If I knew where my tape was. A bit of a hot mess tonight. Hot messier than usual. Here we go. And the field of vision is what it is. Like, you guys got to yell at me going, Tamara, we can't see what you're doing. All right, so these are the oranges. I'm going to put it this way, so this one's facing up. They're all different directions, but we'll go like this. Okay, and then ultimately that's going to go here. But we need to chop this up. So this needs to go on an angle, and then this needs to go on a flap. So I know it's hard when all the other orders. Yeah, okay, that's odd. It's odd, Linda. Okay, I'll check it out. All right, so what we want to do is on this section, we want to move. I have a little Post-it note. So mark. That's the designer paper. Let me find my right thingy here. Insert. Nope. Designer paper. No. Insert. I wrote it down. I think we just move it up to 2 3/4. We need to put a little mark up here, 2 3/4. So I'm going to get a pencil. I'm going to mark it at 2 3/4. Which is, well, you don't have to mark it actually. No, I'm going to score it. I'm going to cut it. Oh, words are hard. All right. I am going to close this. It's at 2 3/4. I am going to cut it right up to the score line, which is at here, 3, right? So right here, you can see it's right on the score line, 3. Yeah? See this little tick on your on your blade lines up with this line here. I have a piece of tear and tape on the inside of my trimmer so that you can see these numbers better. If you're looking at yours and you're saying, hey, Tamara, mine's not white. Why is yours white? That's why. I put a piece of tear and tape on there so that I can see it. Okay, so I've cut that, and now I'm going to cut down. I'm going to cut this chunk off. So that should be at about 2 3/4-ish. But I'll know, I'll just, there we go, just tear it off. Okay, so there's our little flap. Okay, now we need to cut from here to here. All right, so I'm going to put it in the track here. I'm going to hold my finger on it, and then I'm going to rotate this so this is right in the track here. So down here and up here, and then I'm going to slice that off. And it looks like my blade is really dull because it's really fraying it. So I'm just going to cut this off like that. Put this over here for a mo. Now, it's a little rough. My blade is a little dull, so I have a little sanding block, or you can use a nail file. I've got a bazillion nail files that I got on Amazon because that's my favorite place to shop. Okay, if I can open this drawer, I've got like 5,000 of these little guys, these little emery boards. So use whatever you need to do. If you've got rough edges, you can just give it a little sand, make it a little bit better. So there's our layout like that. Okay, so now this can go in here. That can get taped down. On the inside. Do it this well. Now I'll go this way so it's more. This one's upside down otherwise. Like that. Hi, Gloria. All right, so I've got this like this. Now, I want to do this insert piece. Now, this one's a little wacky. Let's see if I can do this right the first time. So this one, like I said, was 3.5 by 5. And normally it would be 3.5 by 4 3/4 on our normal ones. But what we want to do is just watch this visually for a minute. This is the insert that's going to go here. And so you want it to be 5, like this is 5. Okay, mine might have been cut a little bit off, but this is the same height as this one. She said, confidently checking her math. Yeah, this is 5. And then we're going to cut it. So there's going to be the insert for this. So we need to cut off this triangle. Now, when I've done this before, it drives me a little bit wacky if the angle isn't the same. So here's my Tamara hack. This needs to be measured. Where's my little piece of paper that says insert? I have an insert. Hang on. I wrote it down. Insert. Okay, so you want to mark up 2.5, and then you're going to cut to the corner. So we need to mark up 2.5. So you can use your ruler or your trimmer. So I'm going to go 2.5. I'm making this like so much harder than it needs to be, but oh well. And that's because we want it to be here and then on an angle. Now, if I just cut from this corner to this dot, I can almost guarantee it's the wrong angle. That drives me insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that I've taped this down. And then I'm going to flip it over. Well, okay, let's pretend that's where it needs to be. Now I'm going to flip it over. And I'm just going to draw on the back of it so that I know. Okay, this should have been up 2.5. I should have marked it on the side, 2.5. Oh, so I'm going to know the angle to cut this at. So now I'm going to bring in my trimmer. It'll all make sense in a minute. So I want to put this corner up here and this tick down here. But I have to make sure that this angle, like look at, can you see this? If I just cut this right now the way it is, like this, can you see? It's not going to be the right angle. See this? It's not straight. This one is on this line, but this one is not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it the right angle as best I can, like that. So it just means my pencil mark is off a little bit. So like that. I hope that that wasn't like ridiculously complicated. Probably was, but you'll know what I mean if you go to try to do this and your angle is wrong. You can't be having odd angles. So now I'm taping this down here, and it should be the right angle. And it is. And if it's not, I'm going to tape it down crooked so it is the right angle. All right, I can guarantee this one that I did the first time, it was not the right angle. And I've got the scrap here somewhere to prove it. I don't know where it is, but it's here somewhere. It was crooked. Here it is. There's the proof. This was not the right angle. Look at look, it was so off. It was terrible. Hated it. And now there's even tape on it. So I had to redo it. And that's my hack on how to make sure that that's the right angle. Okay, so we've got that. Now we just need to decorate this little guy. So that's where this comes in, this little piece. This is why I use my silicone mats. Oh, it's 7:30. You know, I've got 3 more to make. I don't know. Maybe by the 3rd one I'll get it right. Okay, so then this one, this is the other design. So, oh, where's the white? Where's the white one? Do that while we're here. White. Now this is going to come in here. This is just the back side of one of the sheets. So the designer paper number 2, we're going to mark up 2.5 and we're going to cut to the corner, and hopefully the angle will be the same. But we could do the same trick if we wanted to. I don't really feel like it right now. We'll see. See if I can get it somewhat right. So this one I'm going from the tick to the corner, and we'll hope. See if that one's remotely the same. Hey, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Was this the right size? It should have been, this piece I'm thinking should have been 3 3/4. Did I do this the right size? Hang on. Designer paper 2. 3.5 by 5, eh? Could have been bigger. Oh well. I could have gone one size bigger. I just went off of hers, and that's what her size was, but I could have gone a different, a little bit bigger. That's fine. Okay, like that. So there we go. There's our card. I had a die cut. Here we go. Of the orange. So that I just right out of the paper. You can stamp it and color it, but hey, I like when the paper does all the work. So I'm gonna put that there. Cindy Reed, that's my sister, my silver sister. Because Kathy is in my team, she has access to the SSS Super Team events, which is only for our teams. So it's Cindy Piggott is her name, and she is Stampin' Chick Creations, I believe, down east in Ontario. Yeah. Okay. Let's move along here. So that's how you make the card. All right. You didn't win anything, Cindy. No. No, ma'am. We're talking about Sister Cindy. So there we go. I've decorated it with these dots from, where did they go again? These ones. Adhesive back dots for days, because they've got the green and the yellow. And then I stamped this. I stamped it in the peach pie, and I colored it with lemon lolly. And I think it's just fun. I don't know. I don't know if Kathy ever answered if this was the same fold, or was there a zag? Or not, whoever said that this was one that we did for the SSS. Okay, what am I going to say? Hi, Julie. How are you? An extra section. Okay, so it's not quite the same. There's lots of variations. All right, so that's my card. Then I thought, hey, all these other papers that, excuse me, I just got in my 12 by 12s. So this is one of the very few times that I've ordered for my paper shares, and then I just ended up with a 6 by 6 share. I almost always have a 6 by 12 share or 12 by 12 packs. And I thought, no, you can just order like everybody else and just get a 6 by 6 share. And then something like this comes along and I want 12 by 12 paper. It's more economical to cut. And so I just got in another pack. I think it's back in stock. I'd have to check. The Celebratory Sips designer paper, which I absolutely love. And this one, I don't even have the bundle, but I love the paper. This is the Kintsugi. I don't know. It's a Japanese broken glass thing. And this paper is divine. So I wanted to try this fold with these papers. And I think I'm going to try that one first. So this one is the Celebratory Sips, front and back. So those are the layers. And then this one too is a Celebratory Sips. It just doesn't scream beverages. But then this one blows my hair back. I love it. I just love it. So this in particular, this one sheet is just so fun because it pulls in the papers from all of the other the other papers. So this pattern is, she lies, not in here, but this pattern is like in all the other ones. So here, this would be nice as the back. There's like, look at them, they're gold foiling and everything. So this one is here. This one is here. There's a peach one. Look at this, I love it. This one is here. Slightly different colors. So it pulls it all together. So this is a really versatile paper. I thought, okay, eventually I'll end up getting that bundle, I'm quite sure, because there is that sweet BOGO buy one get one half off promotions on right now. So I might get that before the end of the month. But okay, so we're going to score this again, 4 1/4 and 8. She said, checking her notes. Yes, if I can find my scoring tool. There it is. So let's see if we can do this one. It's 7:36. So 4 1/4. Wah! Don't do that. 4 1/4 by 8, around 8. And because I did all this other stuff already, it's just a matter of taping it down. So this one, you mark up 2 1/2. No, the designer paper. Sorry, where is my? You go up 2 3/4. So if that's going to go in and back, yes. So this one we go up 2 3/4 and cut it to the score line. So 2 3/4. I'll just go up to the 3. I'll just push it down on the 3 and go up a little bit further. Okay, cut that off. Titch. There we go, like that. And then this one we're going to cut from here to here. I won't be in the field of vision, I don't think. That's okay. Here to here. I see comments happening, but now I'm thinking. Let's go like this. Yeah, it's beautiful paper, Cindy. There we go, like that. So that's that. I'm gonna tape that down. Should I do the other ones while I'm here? Yeah, I should. I'm gonna. Can't stop me at 7:30. Ah, half of it's on the floor now. Okay, let's do this one. 4 1/4. Let's mass produce these 3. 4 1/4. And 8. You know how I like to make several different projects with the same layout just to make sure that it's a darn good layout. Okay, so in and back. So 2 3/4, she said, confidently checking her notes again. Yes, so 2 3/4. Okay, you can close. 2 3/4 up to the score line, which will say is there. Yeah, I nailed it. And then this. Let's say it's about there. Oh, pretty close. Just snip that off. Let's just pull it. And then from the corner to the angle. Like that. Okay, so that's that one. And that one. And this one. Okay, 2 3/4. Okay, you're in the way. Go to 3-ish. And chop that off. Didn't quite, that's all right. And then this goes from the corner to the corner. I see comments I'll read in a minute. Like that. Okay. Cindy, I tell you, I had a theory, so you were a few minutes late here, but I have a theory that they threw the game, they lost on purpose, because really, could they have been that bad? Don't answer that. They threw the game so that now they're going to go to Florida. They're going to win that game so that it forces game 7 back in Edmonton. We're going to win the cup on our own soil. It'll be all the things. It'll be on a Thursday night. The fans will go crazy. The city will erupt. All will be well. The cup is coming home. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Now, I need to have my papers fell on the floor. Hang on. I have to retrieve them. And then... Okay. I don't even know if these colors look good together. But I still have 20 minutes. We got lots of time for this. Okay. So, here we go. Hi, Marlene. All right. So, I pulled in the Pretty in Pink. No, the Petal Pink is what this color is. I pull it right out of the designer paper. Color matching, I find extremely difficult. So I just turn to my papers and I do what they do. My shirt is filthy. Thought I'd share that with you. Okay. So I'm going to put this on here as a layer. And then we're going to put this as our inside layer. Now I think I'll go this way. So this little flower pattern is peeking out. This one's going to go here. So I'll make the base on all of them, and then we'll see if I have time to decorate. This one I want to use, I want to cut some of the designer paper. You know what? I think I'm going to do the trick that I did before. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to mark this up 2.5. So I'm going to go up 2.5. So right here. And I'm gonna trace on the other side so that I know it's at the right angle. Okay, so you see what I've done? I've marked it at 2.5, and then this is the angle that I want it chopped on. So I will maintain that angle. I'm not going to cut on that line. I'm going to cut a little bit in. So here's the ticks. And so this corner is going in here, the corner of the paper. This is going to go around here. But this, I want to make sure that this is the same angle as my line. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty close. So let's see how I did. That'll maintain the same angle. I'm thirsty and I didn't bring my water down. Oh well, like that. This is going to go here. I love any designer paper that you can cut images out of. So like the celebratory sips and like the oranges, you can cut that stuff out. And now what did I say on this was up 2.5, right? What did I say? Insert up 2.5. Okay, so go up 2.5. Well, let's do it as if it were here. So this is going to be the same, up 2.5. 2.5. And then we're going to have it and trace the angle. Without moving the paper. Something like that. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Corner, tick. And this is just a little bit, yeah, I think that works pretty good. Something like that. Extravaganza. If Tracy's in the house, she will probably post the link. We are 3/4 sold out in person, October 4th. If you want in, just let us know. Okay, that's fun. Love that for me. What is this? This one is going to be this and this and this. Why not? It's a wacky color combination, but what the heck? Let's do this one. That. can, Cindy. Of course you can. We'll do it again. We'll do it together. Okay. So here's this. All right. I mean, I keep flipping the papers around and confusing you. So that's my bad. But here's what we're going to do. So we want this to, like, just visually think about it, right? We want it to be here. No, that's not the right size at all. That should be, that's that. That's why. Okay. So we want this to be here, and we want it to be at the same angle as this, right? We want it to sit nicely in here. So what you can turn it over. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold it in place, and you're just going to turn the paper over, turn the whole thing over, and just draw a line here so that you know this is the angle you want to maintain. So if you want, chop that off. If this makes it any easier for you, let's chop that off. Cut that off right there. Okay. So now you'll be able to see a little bit better what's going on. All right, so that's there, but it's not, we need more of it cut off, right? We need it to go from this corner down 2.5 up. So we're going to measure up 2.5. Maybe this is easier for you mentally. So now I need to cut from this tick to this corner, maintaining this angle, because if you just blindly go ahead and do it, the angle could end up like this. And maybe you can handle that. I can't. So I'm going to line up this tick here with this corner and this tick. And now you can see, like if I zoom in on this, or here, let me just hold it. If I was to cut this, you see how it's not straight? Like, look at this. See how it's at an angle? It would be off angle on my card. I can't deal with that. So I'm going to make it, this line is going to be on this line straighter. And if I have to scooch it over so it's not quite at that tick line, that's fine. But this line, this angle has to be maintained. So I'm just cutting off like 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and now it's going to match this angle because you've traced it. It has to. It has to match like that. Actually, this one's going to go on here. This one was the, oh, which one's that? Oh, this was going to be the green. Oh, heck. This is wrong. This was going to be, I wanted this one with the green. Got my papers mixed up. So when it comes to taking papers off, I just gently lift and or twist. So lift ever so slowly. You can get dental floss, put that under there. There's lots of different things you can do. But because it hasn't been secured for too long, I can just gently pry it off and then do the same up here. And once I get a little bit of angle going, I can just kind of twist it. And there, it just kind of pops off. This was supposed to be on the, what color was this? This one was going to go here. No, what? This, I'm trying to think now. This one was this. The greens, I think, like that. And then this was going to be this. And this was going to be, what color? Where's my green? Don't I have a green layer? Did it fall? That's why I'm confused. I'm missing a layer. Thought I did. Sorry, I've got myself all kerfuffled. Maybe it fell on the floor with the other ones. All right, we're moving on with this guy, I guess. This one's going to be this. The green. I'm trying to think now. Which one looks better? This was going to be this. Is it going to be green? Or what's this going to be on the green? Hang on. Which one looks better? This goes with this. And then what color? Or did I have it on this? No, maybe that's it. Yeah. Okay, I screwed this up bad. Okay, hang on. The flowers are going on the green. This one's going on here, so hopefully that angle holds. I out of time yet? No, but that ate up a whole bunch of time. This one's going here, I think. Well, it is now. Yeah, that's what I had intended. Like that and like that. All over the place. Yes, you can heat. So there's so many tricks to get things unglued. Absolutely, Gail. So that's going to go there. I'm missing my other green. Maybe I didn't cut. That's crooked. Maybe I didn't cut the layer, and that's where I'm getting confused. Oh, that's what I was doing. Really? That was my color combination of choice? Huh, go figure. Okay. That's why. That's wacky. That's a wacky combination, that one. You know, I wanted to use my Mossy Meadow. I still have about four full packs. So last Christmas, I ordered 7 packs of Mossy Meadow instead of Old Olive. So, yeah. All right, so here's this trick again. So Linda, we can just go like this. Go like this. Mark up 2.5. If it makes it easier, let's cut it right off. Cut it first. Let's cut it. And then we're going to cut off about 1/8 of an inch. So we're going to put the corner in the track and that tick in the track, and then we're going to just make sure that this line is straight. However we need to do that. Let's go like that. Sure, so we've taken off a nice even strip. Okay. That, and hopefully, yeah, I do. Okay. We're cooking with gas now, 7:52. I just need to finish my decorating before I go to bed. After I find the links to that video. I'll double check with Celine that I got the right link. I don't know what I've done. Let's see. All right, so look, we've got the one I did earlier, and now we've got these. Oh, I need to do the inserts on these two. So, same thing as before. You can go like this. Go like that. I'll flip it over. I'll trace it. I'm just going to keep doing it this way, Cindy. I'm going to chop it off. And then it's easier mentally, I think. And then I need to mark it up 2.5. Right, so if it was like this, we need to chop off just a little bit. So we're going to mark up 2.5. Right here. And we'll maintain. So we're going to go from the tick. This will go in the corner. And we just want this. See, that's crooked. Like, can you see that? If I was to just cut that, that's why I'm trying to maintain it. Because if I went just by my ticks, it's crooked. So the one thing for sure I want is this corner in the track. And then I'm just going to move, forget that tick. Like, we're just going to go from there. I'm actually going to go from the top down so I don't dent this little tip. So there. Hope, is that getting easier to understand, Cindy? Like that. Okay, so there's that one. One more time. Put it here. Turn it over. Trace it. Cut it. Mark up 2.5. Perfect. 2.5, not 2.25, 2.5. So again, the main thing is you want this corner in the track. Forget this tick. You just want to be close to that tick. But we have to maintain the angle. That's crooked. We're just going to take off 1/8 of an inch. Less a little bit, something like that. like that. Excellent, Linda. Glad to hear it. Just say, like, if I'm all confusing and crazy, just ask me. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. I'll do it again. Okay, like that. Now, 7:55. So then it's just a matter of decorating. Okay. So I don't think I will torture you with that, but the beauty of this paper. So let me just show you this paper. I am going to simply take my designer paper and I'm going to cut some of these larger images because it's going to tie in beautifully. Okay. This, if you watched my show not too long ago, what these are, you use the dies on these. So you can use this die on these little short ones, overhang it a little bit, and it cuts it out and it makes it look like these ones, like these. It's like a half-filled glass, okay? Tall one with a tall glass. Okay, so it looks like these other ones. You can also cover your images with liquid glue, with our clear fine tip glue, and then it looks all glassy. You could also cut out acetate and put it over the image, and then it looks like it's shiny and glassy. This, I'll cut some sort of flowers out. This one, I'm excited to find the paper, first of all. I now have glue on my nail. It's driving me nuts because it doesn't want to come off. This one, I'm going to cut some vases because I don't have the stamp set yet. But that's the beauty of this paper. Once I find the right sheet. And of course, the very last one I touch. I'll find it. For heck's sakes. There it is. I'll cut out some of those vases, and that's how I'll decorate this one. Easy, fun fold. Okay, like I made it look really hard, but honestly, the dimensions are down below, so you can pull those out and have a go and see what you can come up with. So this is the one. This was the blooms paper, whatever I don't know. There's so many things with the word blooms in it. Some sort of blooms paper with our not Secret Sea. This is the cloud cover base and Secret Sea layer. And some sprigs, and then I did this one with Mediterranean blooms, and very minimal stamping. I'm letting the paper do all the work. So on that one, don't forget, check out the clearance rack because there are some great deals in there. Did you know June 6th they actually refreshed the not the clearance rack, the last chance list, and so deeper discounts have been applied, and that's how I know that these prices are amazing wherever I put the prices. There's a red sticky. So here we go. Nope, that's not it. Anyway, nope, that's not it either. Anyway, there's some good. Oh, here we go. The dies are $35.40, regular $59 for the citrus blooms dies, and the dots are on for $7.70. Packing tape. Oh, packaging tape. Oh, look, they were commenting. Oh my goodness, thank you. Hi, you guys. I didn't see it. Wasn't scrolling. Hi, Bev. Hi, Lorraine. Nice to see you guys. Donna, thank you. Oh, awesome. Perfect. Thanks, Bernice. Yes, message me if you want information about the club. I'll be getting you guys in soon. Cindy and Heather, I've just been waiting because I wanted to have as much content in the Facebook group before I invited you in. But I'm excited for you guys to see it. And you are, thanks, Linda. You guys, you're my guinea pig, like Heather and Cindy, and then Marcella when you get in. You guys are my guinea pigs, right? Because I know that I can ask forgiveness for, and you'll tell me like what do I need to do to improve it. So it's gonna be fantastic. If you want one of the packages from the Celine class, if you're in Canada, $65, let me know. I've got several of those, but I might have to mail them out again. It's not normal that nobody has them yet. So anyway, I'm gonna post pictures of these unfinished And if you have a go and you try this layout, I would love if you took a picture of your project and then post it in the comments below mine, just to show some more versatility. We have so many beautiful papers, and this works with so many great ones. So, all right, thanks. Me too, Melanie. I'm gonna love this paper. So I think I'll have to get that bundle just because, you know, if I've got one, I gotta have it all. And it's BOGO. It's part of a suite. So buy one, get one half price. If you get in on that promotion, make sure, please, I beg of you, make sure you know what you're getting for half price. If you order a suite and a suite, the second suite is the lower price suite is half price. But if you order a suite and paper from a suite and another paper from a suite, those two papers are what are half price. So you'll be paid full price for the two suites. The paper will be half price. That's not the best way to save the money. So you want to get the biggest bang for your buck. So order suites with suites and order paper with paper. If you have to do 2 or 3 orders, do it that way. If that's all too much, call me. I'll help a sister out. I'm all about saving the most money for you guys. Let me know how I can help you. Belinda, you can't because it's a purchasing club, my friend. Although I was wondering if there was a way that my US friends could if you commit to purchasing the PDFs. So let me think on that. I do not like to exclude because what I do with your PDFs, of course, I roll that money into orders for kits. So if you want to commit to $30 Canadian minimum in orders every month, then yeah, I think there's a way I can make that work. I'll have to tweak that. Give me some time, but if I can get you guys in, for sure. All right, thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I'll be back here Friday for a coffee break. Go Oilers, she said. But I'll be off that bandwagon. For the first period, well, I'll still watch it. But anyway, I'll be watching it alone, I think. I don't think Craig's going to watch it. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I will see you on Friday. Have an amazing week. Bye.